second, third with these, or?
Yes, yeah. And honorable mentions.
I know. Look at that.
And it's just like a Turner painting, isn't it?
Yeah, doesn't it? It really does. The
I mean,
coloration.
and they held it together with the printing.
Yeah.
So what
This
was our
is
14? Was that the
Yeah,
14?
this is this
Yeah.
one. Whoops, I'm sorry. This one's pretty amazing
Out of all,
too. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, how many mountain roads did we see? Nobody used that,
You say as a background,
Yeah.
they
Yep.
became the,
Yep.
it was the subject.
yes. Instead, you have these beautiful, whatever that is, that color. I wanna know, just that purple. Or lavender,
Yeah. And
color, or the
the only thing that bugged me about this is, yes, we've got that. No, it's just that it's looking out, but we don't have the looking room, and we've got,
Yeah.
that is,
Too centered.
I don't care about this. It's
Yeah.
sort of a distraction from the bird. So even though I love the way the bird there, it's totally sharp, it's sort of like, I wanted more space over here. Cause I don't really care about that, that's taking me away from the bird. But I guess.
You know, as much as we all really like this, looking at it again, it's kind of monochromatic that's not the term I meant, but it's kind of, the light is just not good.
Well, it's definitely flat.
Yeah, I mean, it was an overcast day, obviously, but it's, the trees that should have punched a little more, I think. This one, really looking at it close, really pops.
I love this.
I still think this is pretty cool. One thing I might have done is,
Mhm.
I might have cropped out that little bit.
Yeah.
Just to, again, have it be up a little bit higher for the room to go.
This one just fascinates me, that the bird,
That
the
bird's
shape of the
expression-
bird head and all that
This
is
one?
not,
That bird's
it's
expression reminds
almost
me
like,
of dog.
like it knows, but
Oh,
it,
yeah.
but it can't see,
Right.
and it's kind of like
Right.
that whole,
Like the flowers bending down so it can
It's
see.
sort of
It's like,
waiting.
hey. Like my dog waiting for a treat, like, that's what it's reminding me of.
Patience, patience.
so what jumps out is number one.
All of them. I really like.
Okay, so we tied for number one.
Yes. I like that.
You know, the things that we
I wish-
point out, I think, are things that were not in the photographer's control,
I wish
so it's
that
kind of interesting.
there'd been more tree here,
Hmm.
or maybe the sun, until where it is. I wish I didn't know that the sun is right here. Because you can see where the rays are.
Yeah, I'm glad they left the sun out though, because then
'Cause
it would
take
become,
over.
yeah.
Because then it becomes all about the sun
Yeah.
rather than the light and the warmth and the sort of stream coming through, and I love the way it kind of lights the valley.
I do love that.
And it does have that classic, it's like a, Turner painting.
Yeah, just the overall gold color to it.
I don't know.
I do like the B shot too, I mean, I think it's,
Mhm.
I might have cropped a little bit there, but it's the sharpness and then the, background seems to coordinate pretty well with it.
Do you think this looks a little dark because it's compared, it's next to this?
Well, I think that
That's
definitely,
what we
you
can
know.
see.
Like,
It's all like that.
I think compositionally, that's got it, but I don't know, the color, as I look at these others,
It's a little flat.
yeah. And the first one, again, the photographer has no control, but that shadow
well, the,
kind of bothers me. So I'm kind of leaning towards these four,
Like these four?
these two and those two.
Oh,
And I don't think you guys appreciate this one much.
this photo to me, you know, goes out. This I like, but there's something that, you know, this is an almost photo for me.
But not quite.
Yeah, it just doesn't hang together in a way. The thing about this shot is I think we're being drawn to this,
Yeah.
but if you really look at the composition, it's like, what's going on here? Like, it's sort of, like, we included this because we had to, because of the mountain range, but that's a quarter of the picture, and it sort of doesn't, to me,
No.
add anything to it, I guess, is
I
what's.
kind of like the resting place, the blank.
I wonder if they would
Because
have.
there is so much detail here,
Yeah.
here, here, and here.
I wonder if they
and
would have,
lesser.
I wonder if they would have moved over this way though, so that,
They changed an angle.
yeah, so that this would have been a little bit more here, and then there would have been a little bit of separation between that. And then, you know, really, then if you look at, really, if we're looking at tonality and the image, to me, this one holds together
Mhm.
more for me than this
Yeah,
one does.
because this whole foreground is shadow.
So,
Yeah.
I do think the blackbird shot is, you know, pretty cool though. And it is probably printed a little bit deep, and we're losing some of the detail in the shadows there. I do think this B shot is
Well,
really,
it seemed like, Stan, like the B shot, the light, the color, the
Mhm.
compass, everything about it.
yeah, the
is-
sharpness.
Yeah, the sharpness,
So do you want to
everything.
go with one?
I mean, it's the only thing we haven't really picked on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it definitely holds up
Okay,
as first.
so one. We go with two on that one.
It's beautiful.
I'd be happy with that.
And why don't you like this?
I like this shot. I mean,
think that there's,
I think there's something going on
There's-
there. I like how it's peering. I wish we could see more of the bird
uh-huh,
in a way and I know it needs to be looking down, and that's partially what's cool about it, but
Yeah.
that's also, I wish we could see more of it, but I do think it's a fun, interesting storytelling shot, so.
I think that's what it's a storytelling
Right.
shot versus a shot of a bird, you know, flying or,
Sure.
you know,
And
so I
and
do
it
like
is,
that.
with the head down and not seeing the whole thing, it doesn't become about, oh, look, you caught a golden finch, or whatever it is.
And there's,
you know?
Right.
there's
It's
sort
more
of,
about where it's at.
I think there's a certain amount of humor in it, that
Mhm.
kind of real
Yeah.
gentle humor that if you have pets at all, like you say, the dog waiting for the treat,
Right.
or the cat wanting to drink out of your water glass.
Yeah.
They're very persistent.
It has a narrative that we don't see in anything else, because the landscape and
Sure.
insect kind of telling us that it's there.
So are you guys feeling for second, third?
And I
Like
kind
that?
of like right, like, I think we are focusing on
Yeah,
this just being, it's beautiful and it's pretty, but then.
Right, like how does it hold?
Mhm.
No,
So
I
I do
think,
like this, I think this is neat, and it also tells a story, the flower is also pretty, like, you know, it's,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, so first, second, third.
sure,
yeah,
honorable mention.
honorable mention, definitely.
I love that purple bird though.
Yeah, well, we should do honorable mention for these two, I think. Also.
Yeah. You
There
good?
you go.
Sure.
Now, do we have any other thing that we have to do?
Do you
The-
need, okay. So, so do you have enough honorable mentions for what you were hoping to do?
I believe we do.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So we don't have to pick one of everything out of
Like
the
best,
first places
best in
or
show or
anything?
anything?
No, no.
Okay, so first place for each category. Okay, cool.
What photo would we choose?
Oh, yeah, that's
Best
a,
in
Do you
show.
want to look at that?
yeah,
Just the first place winners?
Sure.
yeah, I'd like to.
Let me put these on